So for this 4-week strength cycle, our main focus is going to be on overhead positioning with the barbell. Just to make sure that everybody's kind of on the same page, we have a couple basic cues that we're going to be focusing on. Kevin's going to help me demo, making sure that we get everything on the same page. So obviously, these cues are applicable for both overhead squat positioning, snatch positioning, as well as any close grip overhead work, whether it be strict press, push jerk, so on and so forth. So the first thing we want to talk about is rib cage positioning. So Kevin's going to be in an overhead squat position, and as you can see, note how his spine and rib cage are very vertical, okay? This is going to ensure you're going to be maintaining strong core, strong foundation for the movement. So go ahead and bend that backward. A lot of the times with new athletes in flexibility issues, see how his rib cage is almost poking up over his hip region? This would be a broken position. We want to make sure that we want to get our athletes pushed back. So what we're going to do is we're going to cue him ribs back, tighten through the hips, and pull that rib cage down. Okay, like I said, applicable for both overhead and close grip positioning. Okay, go ahead and relax. So the second one we want to talk about is shoulders over spine. Okay, so Kevin's going to go ahead and bring the PVC pipe up. One of the most common flaws when our athletes are starting to get comfortable with overhead positioning is they tend to leave their shoulders out in front. Okay, if you notice, Kevin's shoulders are really rotated forward, which leaves a very unstacked position. So what we're going to do is we're going to straighten that position up. Shoulders are going to be stacked over the spine. We're going to have him rotate those shoulders so his armpits are facing forward. Okay? Yep, in a nice, stable, locked out position. Shoulders over spine, spine over hips, stable positioning. Okay? Let's go ahead and relax, Kevin. The last one, kind of missed a note. We'll touch base on the next one. So go ahead. We're going to talk about two key factors real quick. One of them is going to be having the head through the positioning, or through the window. So Kevin's going to go ahead. And this is a common flaw a lot of athletes has to do with flexibility and improper positioning. Because as you can see, Kevin's head is behind the barbell. Okay, and this is a twofold movement. As you can see, his shoulders are not stacked over his spine, which leaves his head behind the barbell. So what we want to do, kind of going back to what we were just talking about, if we pull those shoulders back over the spine, Kevin's head is going to be through the window, as we say, and in that stacked position. So, okay, so please make sure, especially on closer grip, overhead movements, shoulders are back, head through the window. And the last one we want to touch base on is a tight core, okay? So Kevin's going to bring the bar overhead. Whenever you're in a braced position, you want to make sure that your athletes are extremely tight and braced through the core. If he relaxes, his back is going to round and he's going to get soft through the top, okay? So making sure that athletes are maintaining engagement through the core and abdominal area is going to maintain a tight position. Okay, so go ahead and relax. Okay. Let's all make sure we're on the same page, and hopefully after these 4 weeks are up, we're going to have a lot more comfortability in our overhead positioning. So go get it.